Hi everybody. Do you ever wonder what to do with all these extra corn tortillas, flour tortillas, and more flour tortillas? Well, I'm going to show you what you can do with all these extras in the Ninja Foodi. I'm going to give you a sneak preview of what we're going to make. Oh, look at this. We've got the plain corn chips. We have the Frank's Red Hot corn chips, and I found this Everglades, Florida seasoning. This is like a sweet, savory. And then we also made flour corn basket. And then what to do with those flour tortillas for desserts. Cinnamon and sugar on a flour tortilla. Out of this world. We're going to start off with the corn tortillas. I have only 3 here because I want to make several different kinds for you. You can just do these plain with just some oil on them. I found this in the market. It's great. Pam puts this out. You can use the olive oil cooking spray, or they also have an avocado oil. These work out great. They're easy to get, and I truly love these. Now we're just going to jump right in and just start cutting these. You're just going to take a sharp knife, cut it that way, this way. You can leave them that size if you want larger chips. I'm opting for smaller chips, so we're just going to cut them like this. Alright, put that knife to the side. Just going to gather them all up. Toss them in a bowl. Like, some people brush these individually. That's why I like this Pam spray, because you can just go ahead and just squirt them just like this. And I noticed this has, the Pam spray actually has like a wide berth for oil, so there's actually oil on the side, and you're just going to take your hand and you're going to flip and just go up the sides of the bowl. I probably should do that a different way so you can see. Just so you're getting all that oil onto the chip. Squirt a bit more. And this just goes by how many chips you're making. If you're only making one, you're going to use less oil. Maybe just one more squirt. Just go like that. Toss them to coat. Now, you can cook them as is, just like that, and they come out great. I think this is a perfect base if you're making nachos and you don't want to put any flavor on the chips. And you just cook these as is. But you can also, any kind of seasoning, or you can make your own seasonings as well. I'm just doing this quick. I'm going to use Red Hot's original seasoning blend. It makes these chips very spicy. Well, not too spicy. They're just spicy, and the flavor is amazing. And since I was in Florida, I found this Everglades seasoning. This is really good. It does have a little bit of sugar in it, so it's kind of like a spicy sweet. This is very, very good flavor, and it tastes really good. So all you're going to do, you're just going to open up your seasoning, and you're just going to just do it by eye. There's really no right or wrong measurements, and you're just going to flip them. You can put a glove on. I had one over there. I was going to put one on because this will get under your fingernails and make your fingers red. There you go. Just put more seasoning on. And just go by eye and perhaps taste. Oops, wrong one. I want to put more on here because I have been playing with the Ninja Foodi with these. I've made a bunch of batches just to try it out. And that's all we're going to do right there. Alright, just go ahead and put them in there. Separate them as best you can. I haven't done a big batch of these. I do want to experiment with that. I'm going to use the flour. I think I have more flour than corn tortillas. And you're just going to lower the lid. Go ahead and turn your Ninja Foodi on. You're going to hit Aircrisp. The temp, you're going to bring it down to 350. The time, you're going to do 5 minutes and hit start. Okay, you do want to check them like halfway through. And they're starting to crisp up nice because the fan will move them around. I don't care what the end product of is, if they're curled or not. I don't need them perfectly straight. So we're just going to go ahead and close the lid. Okay, it's been 5 minutes. It's in the cool down phase. As soon as it's done, we're going to open the top. Come on, baby. There we go. We're all done. We're going to open it up. We're gonna check them out here. All right, we're gonna take those out and put them on a plate. Just be careful when you take this out and put them on a plate, because the Aircrisp basket is hot. I did want to show you after they sit for a minute. Listen to the crunch. Okay, I'm gonna pop one just to see what it's like. They're very crunchy, and the seasoning that I used was that the Everglades seasoning. It's very good. It's like a spicy sweet, but it's very mild, but very, very good. Okay, let's move on to the flour tortilla. Okay, we're going to be making a flour tortilla, basically like a shell or a basket. I don't have a nacho maker, but I did have this in the house. It's like a fluted pastry contraption, but it works out well because I did make one. You're just gonna take it, put it in. Oopsies, worked out better the first time. And you're just gonna stick it in the flute, and this will blow out a bit. Make sure it's all the way in the bottom, and you just go around. I'm not sure if you can see that. Just go around like this. Make sure it's at the bottom. Stick it in. There you go. Not sure if you're getting the full gist of this, but then I know the nacho maker is much easier. I'm just using what I had in the house, and it actually worked out pretty good. There we go. It's not perfect, but it'll work. You can put like a taco salad in there, whatever you want. Let's just get it over to the Foodi. Okay, we're bringing it over to the Foodi. What you're gonna do, you're gonna put some kind of rack on the bottom. You can use the one that came with it. I have this one as an extra one. Just gonna put that in there. Once again, I've already used this Ninja Foodi, so it's gonna be hot. So be careful. You're just gonna put that just like that. We're gonna go ahead and close the lid. We're gonna go ahead and turn it on. We're gonna go to Aircrisp. We're gonna take it down to, I'm gonna take it down to 345. The time, we're gonna set it for, we're gonna go 6 minutes and then just hit start. But while it's going, you can check it halfway through. If you find it's browning up too much, you can turn down the temperature while the unit is going. All right, we're about halfway through cooking time, so we're just gonna take a peek. Oh, almost had a fail here. The fan must have moved it a bit. It's the first time I had this happen, so we're just gonna push it back. And it is starting to brown up nicely, so we may turn the temperature down. Okay, it's done. I'm gonna go ahead and take it out. Once again, be careful, because this is metal and it's hot, and we're trying not to scrape the sides. Just gonna put it over here, and we'll take it out and show you what it looks like. Okay, quickly we're just gonna take it out and show you. It is hot. Just wanted to say, it does keep its shape nicely. I'm just showing you with a flour tortilla. Me personally, I would probably prefer a larger size corn tortilla for this. I think the flavor is better, but I did just want to show you what it does look like. Okay, last but not least, we're going to be taking flour tortillas and turning them into like cinnamon crisps. So I'm just going to put these flour tortillas off to the side. I have a half a cup of sugar. You'll notice it's two different colors. I mixed my Demura sugar with pure cane white sugar. And then we're going to add some cinnamon. I have this Vietnamese cinnamon. If you smell it, I don't know if you remember when you were a kid, but if you remember those atomic hot balls, this is exactly what it smells like. So we're going to start off with, I'm thinking probably like a half a tablespoon. I always do this by eye and then also taste sometimes, but I can usually tell by the color when I mix it with the sugar. That half a tablespoon I think is spot on right there. So it's a half a cup of sugar to a half a tablespoon of a cinnamon of your choice. All right, so we're just going to take that, just going to put it in the Ziploc bag. So we have two large flour tortillas, and we're just basically going to cut them into strips. You can pick out the size strip that you want. I'm going to do probably like that size. I don't want anything too big or too small. You can keep them whole like this, this long if you want, or what you can do, and just toss those off to the side. Since these are large flour tortillas, take and just cut it like that. Then you can even be quicker, just go ahead and stack them. I'm trying to cut this so you can see it, and just cut it into strips, the strips that you would like. Whoops. All right, I'm gonna cut these up and then I'll come back. Okay, so you have all the cut strips in front of you, and you're gonna take melted butter with a brush. I have I think a boar's head. I couldn't find my silicones, we're just using this one today. You're gonna take melted butter, and basically you're just gonna paint these. Just like that. Yes, if I don't have any parchment paper down here. I could have put something underneath this to catch all this butter. Just paint it on. Just like so. And when I'm finished buttering all these, I'll be back. Okay, they're all buttered. And what you're going to do now is you're just going to take these strips and you're going to put them in the Ziploc bag. If you don't have a Ziploc bag, you use a paper bag, like the small lunch-style paper bags like we used to do when we were kids making donuts. What you're going to do, you're just going to give this a shake. So all that sugar coats. Oh yeah, this is good. This is going to be beautiful. All right. I think we are fully and completely coated. All right, so let's go over to the air fryer and put these in. Alright, you can use your hands or you can just use a pair of tongs. Just try to shake off the excess sugar as best you can. And yes, this kind of makes a big mess. I did this before with just, that's a lot of sugar. Just with one tortilla. I'm going to give this a try with two and just see what happens. Alright, there we go. Yeah, should have shook off a bit more sugar, but that's okay. Okay, we're going to go ahead and close the lid. Okay, the Ninja Foodi is on. You're going to go to Aircrisp. Go to 350 time. You're going to bring it to 5 minutes and we're going to check them. Okay, so it is halfway through the cooking time. I'm just going to raise the lid. It's going to give these a toss. I can tell by looking at them, this is definitely going to require more than 5 minutes. Alright, let's close the lid. And it automatically restarts. Alright, just about done. It's in the cool phase. We'll pop open the lid and see what we have. I do want to let you know that these cooked for a total of 10 minutes. It was 2 tortillas, like drenched in butter, and obviously tons of sugar. But they seem to come out perfectly. It does take a lot longer when you put 2 in and stack them. If you're just doing one for yourself, it would probably get done in 5 to 6 minutes. But since I did do 2 of them and they were stacked, it took like double the time. And look at these. These are just beautiful. Alright, so let's do a taste test. Okay, here's our taste test. Here's our beautiful product. We have the plain, these are the corn tortilla chips. We have, this is the Frank's Red Hot Sauce Seasoning, the dry mix. And this is the Everglades Florida seasoning. So let me grab one of these, because this is spicy, and give it a taste. Very, very good. It's nice and spicy. I think these are my favorite. These are mildly spiced with sweetness on them, so I prefer these. And the plains are just out of this world. They're even good plain. You can add some salt to them, but they are delicious plain. And then here's the flour tortilla shell that I made. Now, like I said earlier, I prefer probably a corn one, but I just wanted to show you how you could do it. I don't have a nacho maker. I just used a baking device that I had in the house. So let's move on to the sweet. Now that I got that the spice in my mouth, but look at this. Look, just totally gorgeous. Gonna give them a taste. These are really delicious. It tastes like, I wouldn't say Cinnamon Toast Crunch because it's much better than that. I'm trying to think, like toast with cinnamon and sugar on top. But totally, totally delicious, nice and crunchy. These are just some general ideas to use up all those extra flour tortillas that you have, or corn tortillas, because I know myself, they end up in the freezer and then they end up in the trash. But in the future, what I would like to do is put some, use some of those items that I do put in the freezer to see, defrost them and then cook them that way to see if it does change the crispness of them. So please like and subscribe. Check out my Facebook page. I'm on Instagram under Aircrisp. It's the group, so go ahead and join. We have some great ideas. I post all the recipes there and also some extras on the Facebook page. All right? So thanks a lot for watching. Take care.